Cheetah Craft, let's get over to you right now. What are we tracking right this instant here on this Friday morning?
And we actually just got a live update from the National Hurricane Center. So what has changed? The pressure. The pressure is down to 950 millibars. It is continuing to gain strength and organization. I say that it is still a Category 2 hurricane, still sitting off the coast of Corpus Christi. We're still expecting this to make landfall overnight tonight as a Category 3, potentially a Cat 4, and then linger across southeast Texas through Wednesday of next week. Hurricane warnings in effect from Matagorda County and southwest of. Tropical storm warnings in effect here locally and along the immediate coastline. Storm surge possible in Galveston between about 2 to 4 feet. Once you head into Brazoria County, that's upwards of 4 to 8. Your quick day part planner today. We are seeing scattered showers now, a few heavy downpours that will pick up to more squally-like weather today, later this afternoon and evening, and for your Saturday. Rain chances increase. So the first feeder band starting to impact areas primarily I-10 and south of this morning. And then take a look at what happens. Our future track 1 o'clock. Notice how some of these heavier downpours now are starting to impact the entire area. What's interesting with our future track model, notice how all the rain is pushing right around the area. Again, this is that circulation around Hurricane Harvey. So the rain we're seeing this morning through this evening is all thanks to Hurricane Harvey, even though the landfall doesn't even happen overnight. How much rain are we expecting? That's the #1 question, and exactly where it's expected to fall. The next 24 hours, between 3 to 7 inches of rain possible. That 7 probably on the high side. You want to make sure you are prepared to stay put this evening through midday Wednesday. 5 days. Do you have the right supplies to last you through over the next 5 days where you're at right now? Continuing this through Saturday and Sunday, 8 to 15 inches of rain by Sunday evening, not out of the question. That's widespread street flooding right there. We're talking major highways not passable as we head into Sunday evening. Wednesday, widespread between 10 to 15, and most models indicating now not out of the question that we could see 25 to 35 inches of rain in an isolated amount by Wednesday midday. Really think about that. This city floods after about 9 to 13 inches of rain, right, in about a 48-hour period. We are talking about life-threatening, critical situations as we head into the beginning of next week. So please prepare you and your family today. We cannot say that enough. It's going to be a dire situation as we head into the beginning of next week. Well-defined eye this morning. Again, about 140 to 180 miles away from Corpus Christi. As we head into Matagorda County, that's why they're under mandatory evacuations at this point. There are hurricane warnings in effect there. Here this morning, you're waking up to scattered showers across the area. Some heavier downpours from Crystal Beach into Galveston, Angleton, Freeport. You can see that lit up on our radar. This is only the beginning. So you may have a tricky travel here this morning, but I'm telling you, as we head into this weekend, roads will be impassable. Darby's going to be really busy. Not this morning so much, but as we head into the weekend. And Darby, businesses, schools closed this morning, not because roads are impassable, but because they're setting the stage of how they want you to prepare for the upcoming weekend.
Yeah, and I think that's fantastic that a lot of businesses are closing. So check your work email before you leave the house. You might not be going into work today.
Now at 4:30, we are tracking Tropical Depression Harvey as it moves closer to Texas. There is potential it could strengthen into a hurricane.
Again, the hurricane watch is in effect from north of Port Mansfield. You see the red line all the way to San Luis Pass. Harvey could threaten the Houston area with heavy rain and flooding by the end of the week.
And in Galveston, work crews are cleaning out storm drains in case of flooding there. Everyone on the island is encouraged to have an emergency plan. And we've also learned Governor Greg Abbott is declaring a state of disaster for 30 Texas counties in anticipation of Harvey.
And those counties, well, they include all the counties in our area. And of course, we want to keep you informed. Live team coverage from preparations on Galveston Island to what you can do now to get ready. But we are beginning with Brooks Garner, who is tracking Harvey's path. Brooks?
Guys, Harvey moving slowly to the northwest. This storm will be known as the slow-moving tropical system of the season. That means heavy rains. It will eventually make it to the Texas coastline near the coastal bend, Corpus Christi, Friday night. From there, it sits, it spins, it rains, it sits, it spins. It'll do this for days. We could get copious amounts of rain. Right now, it is just stationary. It's planted over 90-degree water, soaking in the tropical moisture, and once it heads toward land, it's going to wring itself out like a wet sponge. This is the latest. Winds at 35 miles an hour, drifting northwest at slower than walking pace. Ultimately, forecast to increase in speed, make landfall as a weak hurricane. and it could become stronger than a weak hurricane somewhere around Corpus Christi. But you know what? The strength ultimately doesn't matter for our interests here in Houston, because with such a slow-moving system, it's all about the rain. And while we are under a tropical storm watch for Harris County and Galveston County, and a hurricane watch for Brazoria County and Matagorda County, it looks like most of the wind will be west of us. Now, if the forecast track changes, these may have to be upgraded to warnings. We'll just have to see how that goes. But again, the rain is going to be the big show from this system. And it may not all come this weekend. It may hold off until Monday and Tuesday. That's also when some storm surge may hold off. I think we'll be okay on Galveston with a 4 to 6 foot storm surge at high tide thanks to the seawall. But the Bolivar Peninsula as well as coastal Brazoria County could see washover in the dunes with a 6 foot storm surge. Certainly Matagorda Bay as well. The storm surge watch includes Harris County thanks to the bay if we have southeast winds running up and causing some coastal flooding there. Rainfall totals. This is just incredible and would result in widespread flooding. Hard to say exactly where the heaviest rain will fall. Does it happen near Victoria? Does it happen over downtown Houston, or does it happen near Liberty? Either way you cut it, it's going to be a real soaker right through Tuesday. So now is the time to think about getting ready for these widespread flooding rains. Whether it's a tropical storm or a hurricane, either way, we're looking at a power outage threat. It all begins Friday night, and it will last through Tuesday. Coming up, we'll talk about what you need to be doing right now, and we'll look at some thunder showers happening outside of Harvey, affecting our evening commute, guys.
Hey, thanks for the update, Brooks. And, you know, right now, David Paul is on Facebook Live. He is answering all of your questions about this hurricane watch. You can just go to KHOU 11's Facebook page, join in on this conversation. We're going to answer some of those questions live in just a few minutes. And, of course,
Fox News senior meteorologist Janice Dean in the Extreme Weather Center. JD, one of the things about this storm, we haven't seen one like this strong in a long time.
We haven't seen a storm like this ever when it comes to all of the threats that we're going to be dealing with. Not only the storm surge of upwards 9 to 12 feet on top of dry land, the fact that we're going to see hurricane force winds, major hurricane force winds when it makes landfall overnight tonight. The flooding is going to be the unprecedented side of this storm system. Category 2 right now, it's on the high end of a Cat 2, 1 mile per hour shy of a Cat 3, and we think we're going to get there in the next couple of hours. Regardless, we're going to be dealing with a very strong winds, a tornado threat certainly through the evening and the overnight hours, and the fact that this storm is going to stall is going to make the impacts even more dire, life-threatening, catastrophic, disaster. Those are the types of terms that the National Hurricane Center is using, because when we're talking about flood totals of 35 to 40 inches in the next several days, that is going to be devastating for these areas. So watching the impact overnight tonight as a hurricane, Category 3 major hurricane. We haven't had one of those in 12 years hit mainland USA. And then watch this model. This is the European model as it moves offshore again, feeding onto the Gulf of Mexico moisture and perhaps strengthening as it goes back into the Gulf of Mexico, lingers for several days, and then perhaps making a second landfall. So Louisiana, we're going to be watching you as well. But right now, Texas, Southeast Texas, you are taking the bullseye for the epic amounts of rainfall we're about to receive. And that's why you're seeing those messages of get out while you can. If you've been told to evacuate, do so. And this is the steering that we've got. We've got high pressure across Florida, high pressure across the southwest. Two of these are battling it out. This one coming on top of the storm Harvey, and that's why it's not going to budge for days. And that's why we are dealing with this historic storm, Leland and Shannon. We get a new advisory out at 11 o'clock Eastern time, and that'll give us the positioning of the storm, the strength of it, the exact location, the exact area where it's going to stall out is still yet to be determined. But what we can tell you is if we have a storm that's center is off the Gulf of Mexico, it still has the potential to bring hurricane force effects for days along this area. So something we have never seen in meteorological history.
Yeah, so it's something for a storm to sit there like that for so long, and as so many people are talking about the rain, for anyone, 3 feet of rain sounds like a lot, but that's not just 3 feet on the ground. What does 3 feet mean in terms of flash flooding? How quickly can things go from relatively okay to extraordinarily dangerous?
I mean, this is going to be a days-long event, and we're also talking about potentially life-threatening storm surge. That is the wall of water that the counterclockwise winds, that mound of water that will be pushed inland. And in some cases, we're dealing with 6 to 12 foot storm surge on top of dry land. And some of these areas are below sea level. So if you think of 12 feet, I mean, that's above some buildings. That is going to completely inundate an area. That's the storm surge part of it, and that's the threat from the hurricane. Once the hurricane weakens a little bit, we're still going to be dealing with this storm system off the shore. You can see these are the computer models, so we're all in good agreement that it's going to make landfall or come close to making landfall in the next 12 to 24 hours. After that, though, it's going to linger because we have these very weak steering currents in the upper levels of the atmosphere. You know, typically a lot of these storms, you'll see a cold front or a trough that will come down. The jet stream is up here, so it's got nothing to pick it up and move it northeastward. And that's why we've got this, you know, unprecedented scenario of a storm off the coast, going onshore, going offshore with these warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. You need that fuel for a hurricane to stay intact. And that's why we're nervous that if the center stays offshore, this is going to be a prolonged event of battering waves, battering winds, storm surge, and feet of rainfall.
Wow. Plus tornadoes we always worry about as well. Janice Dean in the Extreme Weather Center. New advisory 55 minutes from now. We'll wait for that. Thanks, JD.
Okay.
All right, we continue tracking the tropics. Harvey is strengthening in the Gulf of Mexico. It's expected to make landfall along the Texas coast very soon, and Chief Meteorologist Margaret Orr joins us. This is expected to be a Category 3 storm as it makes landfall, and it's just going to be a big problem for Texas.
A major problem because it's not going to move. It's going to be over there by Corpus Christi, but remember, it's not a point, it's a large area, and you can see how large it is. All right, let's look at what's happening, because people were thinking, oh, we don't look too bad in southeast Louisiana, and we don't right this second, just some rain right along the coast, but that's actually associated with Harvey. We've got a frontal boundary that is stalled. That's going to act as a focus for the rain. Here is a look at Harvey, the center of it, 85-mile-per-hour hurricane moving northwest at 10 miles per hour, forecast to be a Cat 3 when it makes landfall. So why didn't it intensify? Remember yesterday I was talking about that dry air? Still some dry air right there on the west side. This is where we have the hurricane warnings, a hurricane watch to the south, and basically flash flood watch for the entire area. Rain bands getting ready to move onshore. They are just offshore. So that's going to be the biggest issue with the system, not only the storm surge, but the heavy rain that's going to fall. Look at the spaghetti plot. I mean, it's like a fist right over Corpus Christi. It's going to hang out there for several days, and then it's forecast to move to the northeast. Hurricane Center, of course, they've got a large cone, which shows that there is a lot of uncertainty, but the track is actually staying over land at this point. Some point or some possibility that it could move offshore, but because of the circulation of the hurricane, all of that wave action, you're going to have some cooler air from below moving up as you go through time. So that's going to be helping us out. Here we are Tuesday, still a tropical storm, kind of close to Houston. You're going to have a big onshore flow, and over towards Lake Charles, that's going to be an issue, possible storm surge there. Water temperatures are warm now, but again, they should be cooling down as you get all of that wave action. Look at this. This is the rainfall forecast. 25 inches of rain possible over here towards Corpus Christi. But wait, southwest Louisiana, it too could get some very heavy rain. Southeast Louisiana, it's looking like the potential of 5 to 10 inches, but that's over 7 days. All right, here is a look at our global forecast model. Frontal boundary is stalled. Here we are Friday, getting ready to move onshore. Moving onshore right there at Corpus Christi, hanging out. This is Saturday, very heavy rain. Look at southwest Louisiana and southeast Louisiana. We too are getting that rain moving in. This is Sunday, and some heavy rain getting ready to move into southwest Louisiana. You have got to pay attention this weekend to what's going on, and then we could be dealing with it into next week. Why isn't it moving? Well, high pressure to the east is steering it right over here into Texas, and then this big upper high kind of builds in over it, holds it there for a while. Then we're getting this trough of low pressure, picking it up and finally taking it to the northeast. Hey, today was hot, high temperature, 92 degrees, still really warm and humid, 84. A little bit cooler on the north shore now, but we're in the low to the mid 80s south shore, and those feel like temperature right here in the metro, low to the mid 90s. Morning lows mid 70s to the low 80s. High temperatures tomorrow are climbing into the low 90s. Tomorrow's going to be a decent day, about a 30% chance of rain, and at least the pollen is low from the rain that we've had. I've got those winds increasing southeast 10 to 15, seas beginning to pick up, neap tides. Why would you want to go fishing? Here is a look at your forecast. 3 in the afternoon, about 90 degrees. Saturday and Sunday. Rain chances are going up. You have to pay attention to it. And then next week, as the system finally begins to move out of Texas to the northeast, we're going to see that potential for heavy rain Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even Thursday. We'll be right back.